6 Cbse A2. Today we are going to say germs around us. Let's start.
Good evening everyone present here. My name is G. Chaitra Reddy from class 6 Cbse A2. Today I am going to tell about bacteria. Bacteria are unicellular tiny organisms. They live together in colonies of millions. Some bacteria are helpful and some are harmful. Types of bacteria: Spirilla, Cocci and Bacilli are some types of bacteria. Diseases caused by bacteria are cholera and tuberculosis. Thank you. Tiny organisms which cannot be seen with a simple or compound microscope. It needs a special microscope called electron microscope. They contain genetic material surrounded by in cover outside the body of human. They behave like a non-living thing but inactive, but inside the body of human it behaves like a living thing. Types of viruses: hepatitis virus, influenza virus, bacteriophage, poliovirus. Diseases caused by virus: flu, common cold, avian flu, polio, dengue, chikungunya, swine flu, and recently COVID-19, with which the whole world is badly affected. Thank you. I'm going to say about protozoa. Protozoa means little animals. They are unicellular organisms. They don't have a cell wall. Examples of protozoa are Paramecium, Plasmodium, and amoeba. Diseases caused by protozoa are malaria.
Everyone, my name is Sri Shah from class 6 Cbse A2. Now I am telling about fungi. Fungi are non-green organisms with bodies usually made of thread-like structures called hyphae. Depending on mode of nutrition, are classified as saprophytic and parasitic. They are found mostly in warm and moist places. Some examples of fungi are yeast bread mold, mushroom, penicillium. Common disease caused by fungi is ringworm.
We have to stay hygiene, wash our hands regularly with antiseptic liquid or proper hand wash, maintain proper social distance ourselves. Thank you. Have a safe, healthy and hygienic life. Thank you.
An instrument called anemometer. An anemometer is an instrument that measures wind speed. This type of anemometer has a spinning wheel. The stronger the wind blows, the faster the wheel rotates. The anemometer counts the number of rotations which is used to calculate wind speed. Let's see how an anemometer measures wind speed. Take your anemometer outside and measure wind speed. To do so, count the number of times the cup with the red mark passes in front of you. Calculate by 2 to get rotations or revolutions per minute. So here is the red mark. To get number of rotations, wind speed. Multiply by 2 to get number of rotations. I invite my friend Akshara to explain and demonstrate naturally used indicators such as beetroot juice, red cabbage, grape juice and litmus. Good evening to you all. Myself Akshara. I am here to explain and demonstrate about natural indicators such as red cabbage, grape juice and litmus papers. First of all, I prepared grape juice, mixing the grapes with water. I took it into 2 test tubes. In one of the test tubes, I am adding acid, such as lemon juice.
Citric acid.
It contains citric acid. We can see that the color changes into light pink or reddish light pink. Now in the other test tube, I am taking the base. It is a detergent solution. I am adding it to the grape juice. We can see that it changes into brownish green color. Hence we can identify acid and basic solutions in the grape juice. It acts as an indicator. Red cabbage solution prepared by mixing red cabbage with water. I took it into 2 test tubes. In one of the test tubes, I am adding base such as vinegar. I am adding acid. It contains acetic acid. We can see that it changes into dark pink in color. Before it was violet. In the other test tube, I am taking base, detergent solution. We can see it changes into dark green in color. We can identify that when we add base to red cabbage solution, it turns into dark green, and when we add acid, it turns into light pink or dark pink in color. Taking litmus papers. First of all, I am dipping red litmus into the vinegar. We can see that there is no change in the litmus paper. And now I am dipping blue litmus into the vinegar. We can see it changes into red. Before it was blue in color. I am taking a base and dipping blue litmus into it. We can see there is no change in the color of the blue litmus. Whereas when we dip the red litmus into it, it changes into blue color. So litmus papers also act as an indicator. Now friend Harini to explain and demonstrate natural indicators such as China rose and also turmeric.
Now myself Harini, I am going to explain and demonstrate indicators such as turmeric and China rose solution. I took turmeric as an indicator. I prepared turmeric paste with water and applied to an A4 sheet, and I made them to dry. Now I'm taking an acid, that is citric acid lemon juice, and adding it to the paper, turmeric paper. We can observe that there is no change. Now I'm going to add detergent solution, that is base. We can observe that the base turns turmeric into red color. And now lemon juice turns the red color into its original color, yellow. By this activity, we can conclude that the turmeric acts as an indicator, and we can identify whether the substance is base or acid. I took China rose solution as an indicator. I prepared this by boiling the China rose flowers in water. Now I am going to add acid in the China rose solution. We can observe that it changes into light pink. Now I am going to add base in the China rose solution. It changes into green color. So that we can conclude the China rose indicator changes green when it is added to base and it changes pink when it is added to acid. By activities we can conclude that by the following indicators we can identify the substance whether it is a base or an acid.
We thank our headmasters, sir, teachers and our parents for their support, and we express our sincere gratitude to our brothers and sisters for their cooperation.
Experiment material required are test tubes, dilute iodine solution, starch solution, and water. And first take a test tube and add some amount of water into it. Now add some amount of dilute iodine solution into it. And now you can see the color change. This water changed its color into the color of iodine solution. And now take another test tube and add some starch solution into it. Now add some amount of iodine solution into it. Now you can see that the iodine solution diffuses and a blue-black color solution forms, and this indicates the presence of starch in this solution. And you can see the whole process here. And I thank everyone for giving me this wonderful opportunity.
The pressure extracted by the blood against the walls of blood vessels is called blood pressure. Can anyone say what is the normal blood pressure of our body? The pressure of the headmaster sir is 125 by 65. The blood pressure is normal for the resistance. 125 by 65. Pulse rate is 73.
Cbse. Today I am going to explain how a solar cooker works. A solar cooker is a type of solar thermal collector. A solar cooker is a type of solar thermal collector. It gathers and traps sun's thermal energy. Heat is produced when high frequency light is converted into low frequency infrared radiation to concentrate and channel light from the sun. A tiny cooking space with a high specular reflection is used.
Good evening to everyone. My name is Rajram from class 7. Converting light energy into heat energy, the concentrated sunlight is focused onto a receiver
such as a cooking pan. It is a natural source of energy and moreover a renewable source of energy. I have mainly used silver foil and mirror to make this device. Arrange a vessel in the middle of the device. When sunlight falls, is it reflected and concentrated on the vessel. It heats up, and as a result, the food kept in the bowl gets heated. Thank you. Here, my name is T. Karthik from your class 6 Cbse.
I'm T. Tanvir Krishna of class 6 Cbse A2. Today we are here to present magic water balls. Can you see what is in this? Now I'm gonna make a magic and make this invisible. The ornaments present in this? Do you know why this question goes to class 9?
Then polymer balls disappear when water is poured inside the jar. Is due to the fact that they have same reactive refractive index of water, that is 1.33. This means that light waves which are bent in different medium that treat water and polymer balls as same substance. Thank you.
About electric bulb. Now I am going to say the parts of electric bulb. This is switch, and this is battery, this is electromagnet, this is magnetic coil, this is adjusting screw, this is armature containing iron rod, this is hammer, and this is gong.
Now I'm going to see how this electric bell works. When the switch is pressed, the current flows in the electromagnet. It then attracts to the iron rod, causing the hammer to strike the gong. At the same time, the armature loses its contact with the spring and the current is switched off. And it causes electromagnet to lose its magnetism, and the armature springs back to its original position to close the circuit. And when we press the switch again, the same process continues. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
Hello, teachers and my dear friends. I am Akshit.
I am B. Surya.
We are from 8 Cbse. Today we are going to calculate the oxygen percentage in the atmosphere. Equipments required: a scale, a lighter, a transparent glass, a plate, colored water, and a candle. Measurement of the glass is 9 centimeters, and the measurement of the water level is 1 centimeter. Now let's start the experiment. We need to lit up the candle. Oxygen to burn. Now I am going to invert the glass on the candle. The candle gradually puts off because of lack of oxygen in it. As the candle puts off, the water in the plate rises up into the glass. It's approximately 1.9. The 1.9 centimeters that is filled with water was containing oxygen in it, and now it's taken by candle.
Good evening, one and all. I am Sri Surya from class at Cbse. As we have seen here, 1.9 centimeters of gas filled with occupied by water, which is containing oxygen in it. Now let us calculate it. 1.8 by 10. 19% is oxygen and the lower part is nitrogen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The moment of time for a long period of time. This is based on the linear propagation of light. To make this pinhole camera, we need a cardboard, piece paper, a candle, black paper, and then matchbox. Pinhole camera is a simple camera without lens but with a tiny aperture. This is a light-proof box, but light passes through the aperture and forms an inverted image on the opposite side of the box. The image formed in a pinhole camera is always inverted, upside down. The image formed in a pinhole camera is real because it is forming in a screen. The image of this pinhole camera is always the same color of the object. Light travels in a straight line. Since light travels in a straight line, the light from the top of the object reflects to the bottom of the object, and the light from the bottom of the object reaches to the top of the object. This causes the inversion of the image.